What is up, everybody? It's your boy Cameron Bash here, and welcome back to the Movement Channel. Today, we're coming at you guys with a pretty interesting and in some ways a pretty important WWE 2K22 related video, as we're going to be discussing Kurt Angle and some of the reasons behind why he's currently not featured in WWE 2K22. Now, Kurt Angle has been one of the more talked about superstars when it comes to 2K22, and that is due to Rey Mysterio's Showcase mode. You see, back in 2006, in one of the main events of WrestleMania 22, Kurt Angle defended his World Heavyweight Championship in a match against Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. And it was in this match that Rey Mysterio won his first ever World Championship with the WWE. Obviously, this moment right here is one of the most pivotal moments in Rey Mysterio's career, if not the most important moment out of them all. But despite that, Kurt Angle has not been announced as part of Rey Mysterio's Showcase mode, he hasn't been revealed for the roster for this game, and this WrestleMania match has also not been announced as a match that will be appearing in the mode. Sure, there may be a small chance that Kurt Angle is being saved as a surprise for the game or something along those lines, but with everything that we've been presented with so far, it's not looking likely. So we're going to assume that he's not going to be announced as some sort of last minute surprise for the sake of this video, and discuss some of the theories as to why Kurt Angle isn't in WWE 2K22. The first and most prominent theory that many people have been discussing is the possibility that the Wrestling Code is responsible for not letting Kurt Angle be in WWE 2K22. For those of you who don't know, the Wrestling Code is an up-and-coming pro wrestling video game being developed by indie developers, Virtual Basement, and it features many high-profile wrestlers, including Kurt Angle. This theory certainly sounded like it could have been plausible. However, the folks at Virtual Basement have come out and addressed the situation. In a response from a WWE Games tweet about Rey Mysterio Showcase mode, one Twitter user said, "No Kurt Angle in the game? How can you have a showcase without your first World Heavyweight Championship win? Arguably the biggest match of your career?" This tweet was responded to by another Twitter user who repeated the theory we just told you, saying, "He's unfortunately contracted to be in the Wrestling Code, which bars him from being in 2K22. In most circumstances, the thread would have ended there and another person would have walked away misinformed about the situation. However, this is where Virtual Basement stepped in to set things straight, saying, "This is not true. We do not restrict any of our signed talent from anything." So there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth, Virtual Basements and the Wrestling Code are not the ones responsible for Kurt Angle not being in 2K22. So with that, we move over to the next theory. Perhaps Kurt Angle himself is the reason he is not in WWE 2K22. Perhaps he just decided that he didn't want to be in the game because he's trying to do other things with his life right now. Well, that theory doesn't really stand up to reason either, to be honest. Kurt Angle is constantly tweeting and talking about his time in the WWE in a very positive light. It's one of the main things he surrounds and associates himself with today, even tweeting about his very match with Rey Mysterio from WrestleMania 22 just a mere few months ago. We'd think it'd be very strange for someone to talk about their time with WWE so fondly, only to decline an offer to be in the latest video game. It just doesn't add up, so we're going to lay this theory to bed as well. So if it wasn't Virtual Basement who said Kurt couldn't be in 2K22, and if it wasn't Kurt himself, that would only leave one other group of decision makers involved in this process, and that's the combo of 2K and WWE. Now, for 2K to want to make this decision just doesn't make sense to us at all. Not only would they benefit from having Kurt Angle in the game for all of his fans, but it also would prevent this backlash that we're seeing right now, with people being upset about him not being a part of Rey's Showcase, something that people obviously feel really passionate about. On top of that, it said that 2K was a big part of helping to mend the relationship between the Ultimate Warrior and WWE management when it came to him being involved in WWE 2K14. So if 2K are making things like that happen, I can't see them not wanting Kurt Angle in 2K22. So that leaves us with one final decision maker in this whole process: WWE themselves. Now, there's no evidence to suggest a strained relationship between Kurt Angle and the WWE. Just recently, Kurt Angle was invited out to the Royal Rumble event, where he was meant to start a 3-week program with the WWE, but it was scrapped at the last minute. Kurt said that he still went on to film for some documentaries that they were shooting that weekend, but ultimately, the decision was made not to feature Kurt Angle on WWE TV. So while we don't have any evidence of a strained relationship between these two parties, we are certainly seeing some evidence that WWE aren't actually interested in promoting Kurt Angle at this time. Why that is could be anyone's guess. It could be because he's a part of the wrestling code, and they don't want to give that any free press by promoting Kurt Angle. It could be because he's not currently signed to a Legends contract, and they don't want to work with anyone right now who's not within the WWE sphere. Who knows? But whatever the reason is, we feel as if it must have been a pretty specific decision made by someone, somewhere. Because to not want to feature Rey Mysterio's first ever World Championship win in his 2K Showcase mode is a pretty hard decision for fans of the franchise to come to grips with. But with that, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Before you head off, we'd love to hear your thoughts and theories on this one. Now that you have been presented with all of the evidence and the current state of things, why do you think Kurt Angle wasn't included in WWE 2K22? Make sure to leave all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more WWE 2K22 content. Thanks very much for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you soon for another one.